Hi, good morning. My name is Veronica Southern. I'm from New York Institute of Technology. I'm an associate professor in the physical therapy program there. And these are students who are in the last year of their doctoral studies as physical therapists. And so they'll be graduating in May. And this is a nice, like a service project that the students do. And we're hoping that today we can give you some information that you can take away to stay strong, to stay fit, and to stay independent. So that's what we're talking about today. So we'll only be talking for a few minutes, and after that, we have a screening process, a screen that we're going to be doing, that we're going to invite people to volunteer if they want to do it. If you don't want to do it, that's fine too. If you just want to ask one of the students questions, you can do that as well. So with that, I'm going to give them the mic and let them take over. Can you hear me okay in the back? Is it all right?
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, so these are the students that we have that are with us today. This is Nancy Villagran. This is Danielle Williams. Danique Williams. Dan O'Leary. I'm looking at Dan. Danielle Buglione. Yes. I said it right for a change. That's Stephanie Bradbury. And we have Shivani, Shah, and we have Cynthia. You know, I do this all the time. Tracey, Paschal, and Sabia in the back. So, oh, and Divya on camera. Okay.
So our first topic is stay strong. So here are some diseases, some common diseases that may increase your risk of falls, making it that much more important to stay strong and work on your balance. And here are some of the exercises we put together, and we're going to start with chair dips.
All right, we'll be going over these exercises over there later if you want to volunteer to join us. The first one is just a chair dip, so you're going to be just sitting in the chair, and we're going to show you how to strengthen your upper arms, and it's going to help you get up and out of the chair. The next one is going to be for steps. So steps are very dangerous, and we're going to work on those, practice with that, how to do it properly and safely, how to strengthen yourself up for steps.
Next one is toe raises. This is going to help strengthen your lower extremities. So once you come to the station, we'll teach you how to properly do this exercise. And you need a sturdy chair for this one. And the next one is sit to stand. This will actually help you get stronger as well through your lower extremity and help you get standing better. Again, you use a sturdy chair for this one, and you don't have to use the armrest because this is getting a strong exercise.
So I know there's a lot of exercises for the lower extremity, but the core is also very important. I know you guys heard about the core. You know, it helps maintain stability. It helps with your balance. So this is just a picture so you guys can visualize that the core is made of many muscles. So one exercise for the core is seated crunches. You know, while you're sitting watching TV, maybe for 2 commercials, you can do this. You just need to do 2 sets, 3 to 5 times a week, where you have the back against the wall, so it's nice and steady. You sit with your back off the chair, and then, you know, we'll show you over there more how to do it better. And now for your arms, you know, we're constantly reaching for things. We want to make sure we keep our arms strong, so we have the arm reach exercise.
Okay, so the next topic is staying fit. So I'm going to talk about some walking programs. Walking is very important. They say walking half an hour a day for 3 hours per week is associated with a decreased risk of any sort of heart disease, so it's very important. If you come to our station, we've got some lovely handouts. First one, this is a keeping record of how you're walking. What you have is you have the minutes per walk, the distance per walk, and it's separated by the days. Sorry. Walking, it's very important to do it with a group. That way you guys are staying motivated, you have friends to do it with you, you have people to talk to while you're doing it. If at any time you have any problems while you're walking, it's a better idea to relax, take a break, and don't continue walking for that day. Start up the next day. And once you graduate from our beginners walking program, which I'll talk about, we have an advanced walking program. So this is the beginning walking program. Again, if you come to our station, I have this walking program set up for you, so you don't need to memorize it. We've got lovely handouts. The walking program to begin with, 15 minutes for the first week, for 5 times a week, And that's all it is. Then you graduate to the week 2. We're going to bump it up another 5 minutes, so it's a 20-minute walk. And then eventually you're going to get up to 30 minutes a walk 5 times a week. If you feel comfortable with that, we're going to move on. Now we've got a weekly workout. This was developed by Dave McGovern for race walking clinics. This is more advanced. This is for you guys who want to build up your cardiovascular strength. And again, if you come to our station, I have this handout for you, so you don't need to memorize it.
All right, so what we wanted to do next was just look into some other activities that can enhance your cardiovascular fitness. Say you're not a walker, you're not a runner, here's some other things which can be pretty fun and help keep your body in shape as well. So we know swimming has many, many benefits, and like Steph was alluding to, I've got handouts with the benefits and also found some local pools which don't charge much, if any, to come and use their facilities, so we can help you work out there. Also dancing. Dancing's a great way to get involved, meet people, and stay fit at the same time. Now, I know we actually neglected to mention at the beginning of the presentation, but what we're talking about with all of the groups is we actually have groups set up in the corner, and we've divided ourselves by our shirt colors into the different groups, the strong, the fit, and the independent. So what we're going to do is at the conclusion of our PowerPoint, we're going to move over that way, and then we're going to kind of identify different things.
Okay, so most of you might want to know, how do you measure up? In our group, when you come over to the right, we're going to do 2 tests. One is called a functional reach test, and it's going to show you how your balance is while you're standing. And what it tells you is if you have good balance while standing, you'll have good balance while moving. We have a form that you can write down all 3 trials. All you're going to do is sit and reach forward, like shown in the picture over here. And the distance that you reach tells us how well you are with your balance, and if you'll be able to walk better or have a better standing balance or while walking. The other test that we're going to do is called a timed up and go test. And basically what that does is you sit down and we have you walk for a short distance of 3 meters, just about 10 feet, and you walk back and sit down. This also categorizes you to tell you how well you're walking in a short period of time. The faster that you're able to complete this test means that you're more safe while walking. And that way we can determine if you need a better walking program like Steph talked about, or if there's other programs such as dancing or swimming that can help you upkeep your balance, such as Danielle spoke about. And when you come over to our station, we do have a form that you fill out that you can also take with you either to your physical therapist if you are in physical therapy, or to your doctor, so that you can show him that you were assessed by students of physical therapy and this is where you fall along those categories, okay? And next will be the staying independent group.
Now, we all know the importance of staying independent. It's what we want out of life. We don't want other people watching after us, taking care of us all the time, especially for things that we were able to do. We want to be able to continue to do that as well. So I will be presenting to you a few different options on how to stay independent. Now, the definition of being independent means that you don't rely on anyone else. And it also means that doesn't mean that you have to use an assistive device, meaning a cane, a walker, a rollator. Even if you have one, you could still be independent. In the home, there are many ways that you could employ to prevent fall prevention. It includes installing handrails in the hallways or stairs and making sure you use it. When you're walking up, always hold up onto the handrails to make sure you don't fall down the steps. Also, you can install grab bars in the bathroom and make sure always when you're in the bathroom to be very careful of any water that may be on the ground, and always avoid it if you can. Also, while you're taking a shower, you could have a chair in the bathtub and use a handheld nozzle to make the showering easier. That way you're already sitting and you're already in a safe position that you won't fall again. Other things that you could also use to make sure you reduce fall risk include wearing very good shoes with a sole that isn't worn out. Also, tuck away any electrical cords, toys. If there's any rugs on the floor, make sure they're all put away so there's no possibility of you tripping over it at any way. Another important thing to do is to make sure the lights in your house are very, very bright.
If we don't have lights, we don't see well. And that's not just true for everyone here, but it's also true for us younger kids. So make sure you use very bright lights and make sure so you can see your environment, where you're going, where you're walking.
Okay, we're now briefly going to discuss some commonly used assistive devices. When used correctly, can really help you maintain a safe and independent lifestyle. The first one is a cane, which is used for minor stability, and it's very functional when in narrow places, up and down stairs, going down curbs. Now, when you come to our group, we're going to properly measure you if you have any questions or concerns of how to use the device when going upstairs, going downstairs. Anything you have, we'll be more than happy to help you with. The next is a walker, which is used for more maximal support, and this is more difficult to use when navigating through narrow places and on stairs.
Okay, a rollator is similar to the rolling walker, but it has 4 wheels and it has a seat to provide for rest periods. And it also has brakes, which is very important to know when to unlock and lock. So once you come to our station, we can answer any questions, concerns that you have, and also make sure that your assistive device is fitted correctly.
I'll be speaking about technology. High-tech devices. Hello? All right. I'll be speaking about technology, and the thing with technology is it helps us to stay in our homes and more independent, and it also keeps us connected to our loved ones. Maybe they're a few states away, and we want to be connected to them. We can go online, and they can, check their computers and see, how we're doing and video chat and all those things with them. Gadgets of interest. So to begin with, one system is called Be Close Monitoring System. What it is it's sensors set up all around the house, in the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room, wherever you are. And it's even set up that there's a bed alarm. So if you're having trouble getting up or something, you feel like you're going to pass out, you can press the alarm. And what it does is it sends wireless connection, that feedback to the computer, and your loved one who's maybe, we're in New York, maybe they're in Texas, and they go on and they see, mom's been in the bathroom for 3 hours. That's not her usual timing. Did something happen? And maybe she can the daughter or son can give you a call because nobody else is at home. Maybe you fell in the bathroom. It's just a way to keep everybody connected and get you help right away. Telecom Touch is a computer. It's a large screen with large print keyboard. It's easy to use. You can video chat, send and access emails. The e-pill medication reminder is like an alarm clock. So it's a pill box with an alarm. You could set it up for 8 a.m., 12 p.m., 4 p.m., anytime that you need to take your medications, and the alarm goes off. The GPS shoes it's a GPS chip inside of the heel of the shoe, and it's mostly for the Alzheimer's population. In case they go missing, a loved one can find them. The Jitterbug Plus is a cell phone. It's a flip phone that has large print numbers on it, and there's even a button just to press for 911. These are the gadgets up here. This is the motion sensors all around, the GPS shoes, the Telecom Touch computer, and right here is the Jitterbug Plug cell phone. Something to note with the cell phone is that there's no contract and there's no cancellation fees. If you want to know any of the pricing, just come over to the Stay Independent group. Another system that's out there is called Remote Patient Monitoring. The Veterans Affairs Department has done a lot of research on this, and they're continuing to do so. What it is it helps to keep patients in their homes and reduce physician visits. So if you're taking, let's say, your blood glucose on a monitor, or you're taking your vitals at home with your blood pressure cuff, it'll send, or whatever machine you're using, it'll send that information to your physician on their computer, and then they could see, okay, what are your levels for today? Is something wrong? And if they feel like something's just not feeling right, they can call you and ask you what's going on. And there's also a lot of patient education resources that you can use with this system. So the take-home on technology is, the technology is booming, and you can get aid as these devices become more popular. The cost should go down, and it's just a great resource to help us all stay independent and at home.
On a final note, it's very important, as you could tell, to go out and be more involved in your community and just staying active. As you guys know, since you're here playing bingo, that's one of the best ways to motivate your mind, stimulate it, and keep going strong and independent. They do have Zumba classes, which are Latin-inspired dance classes. And while that might seem like it's a lot of movement, it's inspired by Latin, but the movements are applied so that you could all repeat them, and it induces cardiovascular effects and helps your heart get stronger as well. And as you know, you can play bingo or join in bridge tournaments, which provide mental stimulation. And there were studies that show that if just by trying new things, new activities, that alone can help your mental processes get stronger and better. Also, swimming, as Danielle had mentioned earlier, is another great way to stay independent and get more mobility and just get your joints moving and going as well. And also, volunteering at your local library or animal shelter and just having more social interaction with everyone around you. Having friends and getting involved in the community are great ways to stay independent. And if you come to our group, we will show you the different ways, different activities you could do, the different assistive devices that you could measure up to your height as well. So thank you for your cooperation and for listening to us. We hope we have given you information that's been valuable and important.
Yeah, they did a great job, didn't they? Can I have a show of hands who's interested in staying independent? Ah, good. I knew there'd be a lot of people who want to stay independent. I just want to get a feel for if you need to have your device looked at, if you want us to check it out, make sure it's safe, it's the right height. Can I have a show of hands for that? This is the devices? Yes? Okay. How about the exercises? Who wants to do everybody wants to do Zumba, right? Okay, so I guess what we'll do now is we'll go over there and we'll set up at the booths, and if anybody needs a hand coming over, let us know and we'll be happy to help you get over there. Okay? Thank you for your attention and your time. You've been a great audience.